Yay, it's the newest done, but looks like the previous screen, because it is.
It's great, though. It's a good-looking screen.
The story that made me giggle is the leak of the full-length Avatar movie that's not supposed to come out until later this year.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That's so funny.
Wow.
And the funny reaction to this wasn't, I heard a bunch of people, oh my gosh, it's amazing, it leaked online, was a bunch of people were like, yeah, you don't have to feel bad about stealing it because they were really stupid. So apparently they replaced a lot of the original voice actors with people who were closer racially for racial purposes. Like the Toph character who is blind was replaced with a blind Asian woman to do the voice acting, which doesn't make any sense because why does her accuracy about being blind add to voice acting in any way?
Well, it's very authentic, Rhett. Okay.
Authentically blind?
We don't want that one fat Asian guy to yell at us on Twitter, okay?
She can't even see this movie!
but it's authentically can't see this film, okay?
See, this is something we have to put our foot down. We have to make sure representation is accurate, but for some reason, we can make Snape black. That's okay. That's justifiable. The race doesn't matter. But when it comes to voice acting, where race is so irrelevant because it's just the voice, that means you have to make sure you accurately depict somebody. And an Asian character is only supposed to play, an Asian voice is only supposed to play an Asian character. So far that the person has to be blind to play the blind character. But for some reason, no, we can replace Snape with a black guy is perfectly fine. Do you see a double standard in Hollywood in any way here?
No, it's perfectly logical and reasonable there.
I feel nothing.
I see no discrepancies.
I feel nothing about them replacing these, about this movie being leaked. I hope Paramount eats a big one.
Yeah, same here.
Well, and isn't this
that like so dumb?
What adaptation are we on now? Like what number?
Well, so they had the original animated series, and then they had Legend of Korra. And then they had the live actions. Well, then they had the movie from M. Night Shyamalan. And then that did poorly. So they had the live action of the original animated series, which we're still waiting for a season 2. And this is an animated sequel to the original animated series, not an animated movie sequel to the live action.
Oh, I'm glad they're not muddying the waters with anything they're doing. That's, that's good.
Yeah, you hear all the calls for we need the return of Legend of Korra, the lesbian.
Well, and she's the you've got to deal with it or something. I don't know.
Lesbian bending. What?
Nothing. No, there's a lot of jokes I could make, but we try to keep it. I'll say the F word.
Insert your joke. Insert your own joke here.
Yep.
Born Again, Daredevil Born Again continues to struggle as season 2 fails to chart on the Luminate top 10.
My God, there's nothing out right now.
No.
Right? I mean, am I crazy? Is there any bit? Well, I guess The Boys. The Boys is out right now.
Yeah, it's terrible, but The Boys is out. Yeah.
Like, there's nothing else out right now that I can think of.
No.
Really, no.
And
it's so funny that Daredevil Born Again is so bad that people are like, yeah, I don't really want to watch it. I'll watch something else.
Season 1 didn't even register. Nobody saw season 1.
No, and that was the one that had all the hype for.
Yeah. I subscribed to Disney Plus just to see it because that's how much I love Daredevil.
Yeah.
I
Off
did not
the goodwill
enjoy
of the
my
Netflix
time.
series.
Yeah. Apparently we are getting mass firings across Disney, which are also affecting Marvel Comics. The Marvel Comics division. They're losing David Gabriel, Timothy Chang, longstanding editors Laura Bisson, Devin Lewis, Darren Shan. We're talking like 1,000 people laid off at Disney. Apparently they gutted a bunch of their PR teams, and they also took out their DVD and Blu-ray teams.
Oh.
So that bodes well for Disney and physical media.
I hate that. Ugh.
That's good. This also coincides with this article I had from that Part Place, where apparently production is dramatically down, like collapsed in Hollywood. To read really quickly, Los Angeles shoot days plunged to 19,694 in 2025. These are the lowest levels outside the pandemic. That is down from over 36,000 in 2022. Soundstage occupancy is stuck in the low 60s after nearly a 90% plus. Employment in this sector has dropped sharply, with tens of thousands of jobs gone as a result of Hollywood layoffs. Meanwhile, studios are laying off hundreds. Sony last week laid off a bunch of people, merging into debt-laden giants and replacing expensive late-night shows with syndicated reruns. In the case of Stephen Colbert's cancellation, it led to a lucrative deal with Byron Allen. He is actually paying CBS to put actual funny comedians in that time slot as opposed to Stephen Colbert. Apparently,
we got to get a funny guy in here.
A lot of the woes seem to, according to this article, and obviously consider that they're biased, is attributing a lot of the excessive forced diversity hires over the past decade or so that burned a lot of companies with employees that were low quality because they were hired not for their credentials but for their diversity. And that actually drove out a lot of qualified individuals that left the industry. Sure. And so you have less qualified people and low qualified people hired, and they've had a glut. And we're seeing a big purge across Hollywood, which we've been seeing for a while, especially since Hollywood's been doing poorly. I mean, expect the Paramount Warner merger to result in a huge amount of layoffs as well. So look forward to all that. Yeah, Disney's firing at least 1,000 people, something like that.
Jesus. Things are going well. Everything's great.
Well, you know what, though? Hollywood's really upset about that Paramount Warner merger, and they all signed a petition trying to stop it, like 1,400 actors and directors and filmmakers. Signed by Emma Thompson, Ben Stiller, Javier Bardem, Rose Byrne. They all argue that the deal would harm an already battered U.S. entertainment industry. So just let the Warner go out of business is your argument?
I was going to say, what's their alternative then?
Are they supposed to just keep on the debt and keep making movies for your sake? See, that's what's so weird about these petitions. It's like, I'm not harmed by this. And they might go, well, this is going to harm the film industry and all the stuff that it's like, honestly, I'm not going to feel that bad if the film industry has a big collapse, personally. Well, what, you're not going to get new movies. I don't need new movies. There's a lot of really old movies that are really good that I can watch forever. I mean, streaming's not going to go away, and I have a lot of physical copies. I could just keep rewatching Wayne's World just over and over again. I'll be fine, all right?
Rhett will survive.
I will survive. You won't, because they always act like Hollywood is some sort of value or importance to the world, and it's like, I know.
Like they're doing it for us.
Yeah. Well, what would happen? If it happens, like it would damage the industry for you, not for me.
It's like they don't understand that if they disappeared off the face of the planet, that their media isn't going with them. That's still here.
Well, even then, let's say I have 0 movies. All movies burst into flames. All film. All right. Humankind has not had movies for that long. We'll be fine. I'll read. We'll be a more educated population.
That's right.
Quote,
so
this transaction would further consolidate an already concentrated media landscape. Yeah, I mean, I don't like Megacore, but this is the thing. I mean, you're all upset about this, but none of you are protesting Google.
No.
Reducing competition at Disney is Megacore as well. Like, this is pales in comparison to the size of Disney. Anyway,
Mhm.
reducing competition at a moment when our industries and the audiences we serve can least afford it. Well, then make successful movies and compete. Make good movies. Stop complaining like Warner's been producing anything of value. Well, they made a bad Superman movie. Ooh. Sweet, you guys. You know what the funny thing is? Paramount's response to all of this, like the David Ellison at CinemaCon, responded that apparently, here I'll bring the article. I have it here. He pledges that you will see a guaranteed 45-day release window for films and 30 movies a year. What was it? 30?
God,
It was like
no way.
No, I want to say it was more.
Oh my God.
Like an absurd number of movies. Let me find out. David Ellison. At least 30 movies a year. That's what his plan is.
Oh my God.
Uh-huh.
I mean, that's a crazy. Did 30 movies even release last year? That went to like normal theaters, not theaters
not that I
around
can
LA?
count.
Like, what are we talking about here?
No, we're gonna have more work than ever, Ross.
Ugh,
It'll be in the theaters, and we'll return with orchestras in the audience, and we'll call them talkies, just to preserve the industry that you love so much.
It's gonna be great.
You won't have reserved seating. It'll be first come, first serve. You'll have to sit between two fat guys.
It's gonna be wonderful.
It'll be lovely. Oh, things are going really well. Oh no! Meta targets May 20th for its wave of mass layoffs. Apparently, they want me to charge for this. They're looking about 10% of the company.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Things
So it
going
didn't
well
work
for Meta. Oh, also in positive news, a Hollywood Reporter wrote an article about how increasing fantasy authors are not happy with unfaithful adaptations. Yeah. Like
What?
like the writer of Game of Thrones, God of War rendition, also the writer of The Witcher notoriously hates The Witcher show.
Oh yeah. Well, he hates the games too. So
Brandon Sanderson. See, this is double-sided out of his stupid mouth. This is stupid fat face, Brandon Sanderson. Let me read this. First, the studio came under fire by best-selling author Brandon Sanderson for its Wheel of Time adaptation. I had my problems with the show, Sanderson said last year. I won't miss being largely ignored. They wanted my name on it for legitimacy. It had a fan base that deserved better. He kept his stupid fat face shut when the show was running, and now that it's widely accepted as bad, he's finally said something. This isn't brave.
Rhett loves Brandon Sanderson.
He could suck my balls. I've met the man.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Briefly spoke with him. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just this isn't brave. Like, you want to be in Hollywood and you want to be liked. The show was terrible from the get-go, but you kept your mouth shut. And now that it's acceptable to be like, well, it wasn't that good. It's like, we know it wasn't good. And they used your name, and you should have said something because it's your name. There should be some credibility to it. But no, you kept it shut because they're going to make a show about your damn books. Oh, be brave now. He's calling them out. Wheel of Time, they've had multiple seasons over multiple years, and now you're saying something last year? Ooh. Congratulations, Brandon. Name of a 4-year-old douchebag. Apparently, the creator of God of War didn't like the look of the show when they released the photo, and he's like, "This looks bad."
Oh, good.
Yeah, I mean, Tolkien would hate everything about Lord of the Rings or Rings of Power, but yeah,
Yeah, oh God, yes.
notoriously curmudgeonly Andrzej Sapkowski that hates everything hated The Witcher.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just,
unsurprising.
he had a weird, bitter relationship with the games too, because he didn't think there would be anything, so he accepted the lump sum and not the payment for whether the show gets whether the game gets successful. So it became successful, and he got pissed off that he only took the $5,000, whatever they offered him.
Yeah, it was like, because especially, remember, kids, back in the day, like we're talking mid-thousands, like The Witcher was like a niche CRPG.
Well, that he kind of stole the idea from.
Oh, yeah, the books, yes. Listen, it's very interesting that he was the translator for a lot of books coming into the Poland back in the day.
Yeah.
And one of the books that happened to come across his desk was Elric of Melniboné.
And The Witcher is a lot like Elric.
A lot like Elric.
Yeah, his work was to translate Western works for Poland under the communists, and he just stole the idea of Elric and wrote The Witcher.
Yeah. It's not a great, I would say.
And then he was pissed off that the games did really well and he didn't get a lot of money. And it's like, you accepted the one payment. Now he's all like pissy about it.
Your own fault, man.
It feels very Slavic to be that way, I'm going to be honest.
George R.R. Martin. But George R.R. Martin, he's getting old and fat and he doesn't have time to... Like, he's just bitter about everything. And
yeah, he just wants to write TV because he knows that the thing that he planned was what they did in the show, essentially.
But
and everyone fucking hated it.
So he's afraid to finish the book.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I knew Brandon Sanderson when he wasn't fat. He's fat now.
He's fat!
Yeah, he's a fat piece of shit now. Yeah.
Brett doesn't like him.
No. Yeah, I've got some beef with his political stances. I liked him, and now I don't.
He's too autistic about his magic systems. It's fucking dumb.
Yeah. Green Lantern, Grant Morrison criticized the representation of Green Lantern in the Lanterns HBO series.
Is that all? There's a lot more to criticize.
Yeah.
He didn't want to get overtired that day, so
here's something that's stupid. Last of Us had a split when the game's developer Neil Druckmann left the show after season 2. Druckmann hasn't said anything negative about the show. Here's the thing: Druckmann isn't why The Last of Us is good. He's the Last of Us, original Last of Us, was good despite him. The Last of Us season 2 and 3 were bad because of Neil Druckmann. And he left because he knew that it was going to be bad because everybody hates The Last of Us Game 2. They hate it. Yeah. And it's his fault. He wrote it. He is the only one at fault for why that game was terrible.
I loved, like, it was so funny online seeing how everybody like really connected with The Last of Us. And then everyone who had played the games was like, yeah, you guys are going to really love season 2.
And then much like the game, everybody that watched the HBO series also hated the second part of The Last.
It was beautiful. And you know why it was so beautiful? Because there always seemed to be a bit of, and this is coming from someone, I'd never finished the first fucking game.
Right.
So like, I'm not like a Last of Us stan in any way. But it always seemed like there was a bit, especially from like Druckmann and at least his like the people who really liked part 2, right, what few there are. There always seemed to be kind of this tone to their distaste for people who didn't like the second game of like, well, they just don't get it. Like, they're dumb video game people.
Mhm.
And then it was so satisfying to see everyone who watched the HBO show in season 2 go like, what the fuck? This sucks. Like,
I also hate it. Yeah.
yeah, just immediately pissed. It's like, yes. Like, Neil Druckmann, you are a hack in 2 different mediums. How does that feel, buddy?
Yeah. You know what's funny about Neil Druckmann too? Ellie wasn't a lesbian in the game. She became a lesbian in the DLC, which he wrote. He didn't write the main game. He wrote he participated, but it was this other lady that wrote it. He wrote the DLC that made her a lesbian. So even talking about her as a lesbian, that's him. He did that. It wasn't in the original first game. It was added on. Freaking
He's such
apocalypse
a douche.
lesbians. I'm a daddy now, Ross. What one of the most unattractive troglodytes you've ever seen in television?
My God. I mean, you know what? Bless that poor girl, but Jesus.
Oh, no, sympathies for, look, she can't control how she looks, but she shouldn't be in a show of any kind.
No, she got a face for radio, man. Like, I'm sorry.
It's like, what, you think you're attractive? No, and I'm not in movies.
I'm super not in movies, nor should I ever fucking be in movies.
Yeah, so apparently we're getting a lot of creators not liking the content created out of their stuff.